I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. Well, guys, let me get myself organized here. Welcome. Somebody's giving me a thumbs up already, but there's nobody watching. It's a ghost. It's a ghost. Guys, welcome to Woolly's World Live on Friday Night Live with Wooly. I don't remember what we call it. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? I get 2 thumbs up. That's a brilliant. Pat, how's it going? Roddy, how's it going? You're very welcome, man. What's the crack? Everybody doing okay? It feels like we are getting into. Sorry, that light's really annoying. It feels like we are getting into a bit of summer. It's been really nice here. I have just finished. I'm good, Mark. I'm good. I have just finished what it's not. Milwaladan, good to see you here. It's not Hell Week. It's not Hell Week. It's like the opposite of Hell Week, except it's sort of like Hell Week. This is the busiest family week that we have in the year. So we have Noel, how's it going? So what we have, guys, is we have like my wedding anniversary and Siobhan's birthday happened this week. Like, so it's my wedding anniversary and then Siobhan's birthday the next day. So it's always like we always take a load of days off and just sort of go and do loads of stuff. So yeah, it's been interesting. It's been fun. I've been traveling up around the country, and it's not a lot of. I was going to say not a lot of Woolly's World type action, except for yesterday I went and cut down a load of trees and shot a couple of videos, and free for all Friday. All right. So you're welcome, Doug. So what? Yeah. So I got. No, not really, Pat. It's not a very big place. It's like 150 miles from the bottom of Northern Ireland to the top of Northern Ireland. It's not very big. So we went up around the local mountains and did a bit of climbed the local mountain, like climbed to the top. I don't know if you guys are on Instagram. You would have seen the pictures I put up on Instagram. But that they're of the top of the mountain, where I shoot a lot of my bushcraft videos, so my camping videos and stuff, my camp out videos and all that. So, but guys, restrictions have. Yeah, I know that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Hey, listen, I'm only good at bicycles if I'm at the top of a hill and I get the hurtle down that hill as fast as I can. But it was cool. It was really relaxed. It was really cool. Up around the Mourne Mountains, we call it. So up around the Mournes on the Tuesday for Siobhan's birthday, and then we had a Japanese meal, and it was nice, and cake and everything, and blah 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 and all that stuff. And then we climbed to the top of the mountain, which is not the mountain that you see in my splitting videos, but it's the one that you can see from Red Branch, the big mountain you can see from Red Branch, Steve Gullion it's called. So up to the top of that, right? What is on top of that is what we call a cairn. Okay, so Roddy, you would know what a cairn is. It's a Gaelic word, and it basically means heap or pile of stones. So it's a burial cairn. So it's actually the highest burial chamber in Europe, and this thing was built before the pyramids. So these guys, will do, Pat. I'm good, Doug. I'm good. Hope you're good. Your saw looks amazing. A cairn, yeah, a heap. Cairn means heap, pile of stones. Basically, is the Irish translation for it. Now it is a Gaelic word, so but I don't know what your translation would be for it. But Yeah, the highest burial cairn in Europe, and then there's a lake in the middle, and then there's a northern cairn. So there's two cairns. But it was like wall to wall, ultramarine blue skies. It was unbelievable. A tomb, yeah, a burial tomb. Yeah, so but you can get into it. Like there's no skeletons. There's nothing coming after you. They don't know. Somebody who was important. Somebody who's important. Going back to the, maybe I should dig out some information on that place and put it up on the chat, on the community section. But here, listen. Didn't I record the video with Bruno? I did, Pat. It's very nice. It's very, very nice. What is it? A 55cc? It's not the 555, is it? Is it the 545 or the 550? I always get them mixed up because the 550 is the 555 is the non-XP saw. It's an X torque, isn't it? And it doesn't have the silver bits and all. I was looking at getting a 555 before I got the Rancher. Sorry, my knife is annoying me. I've used one of them before, Pat. They are rippers, boy. Rippers of saws. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of throttle response in those. Great looking saw. I hope it runs well for you. So, did it work, Doug? Your groceries? Somebody has delivered your groceries? Did you get anything nice? So, yeah, I recorded a cool video with Bruno. The ballless wonder. He had the snip. So, and what? It was very funny. It won't come out until next weekend, maybe, or the weekend after. I think it's next weekend. Guys, I'm still. I know some of you are commenting on videos and stuff like that. But guys, I'm still weeks ahead in videos. Okay, so I have videos uploaded waiting to go live until May. A full skip chain. You see, now this is where I'm going to get confused. Now, me and Indiana Doug, had this conversation a little while ago. Okay, so we don't get chains like that here. We just get chains. We just get normal, regular, standard chains. There's no full skip, semi skip, or there's nothing like that. Like, what is a full skip chain? It's not every second tooth is missing. Does that make sense? Versus a regular one, which just has your offset, But I was playing with this today. I bet nobody was expecting that. I was playing with this today. Now this is a weapon. A weapon. That is a Condor Kukuri. A Kukuri. Dan, have you ever seen one of these, English Woodsman? Have you ever seen one of these? Guys, this is my preferred. This is not a Kukuri. This is a parang. But this is a mini parang. And this is a Chris Keane companion knife. You still on, Dan? Just wondering if you've ever seen any. Yeah, Pat. check out that sheath, boy. Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? This is mass produced. This is a custom made thing. I wonder how sharp it is. It's not bad. It's not bad. Meow. That's not great. That's all right, actually. That's me. That's me. Hultafors Hunter's axe. I was very lucky a couple of years ago in that I bought myself a Hultafors Hunter's axe just before they went really up market, and it's a nice axe. It's a good bushcraft axe. Not the greatest wedge banger, not the greatest. It's a bit light for that, but I tell you what could possibly be an excellent wedge banger. Now, before you start firing questions at me, guys, I haven't used this yet. Okay, I haven't used it. Now, you mean this other Hultafors? Isn't that a mad looking yoke? Well, Doug, you missed it. We were having a bit of a knife show. There's a bit of heft to it. There's a bit of heft to it, I have to say. It is there's a bit of weight, and it's not sharp, but it's short. It's short. Sorry, the cat's here. I keep disturbing the cat. So it comes up to, it's probably the right length. I think that's the way you're supposed to measure an axe, but I sort of prefer them a wee bit longer, to tell you the truth. I know that the Hultafors, the splitting sledge is definitely longer than that, but yeah, it's dull. Yeah, I don't know. It's coated. It's coated, so I don't know how well it would take a sharpening. You might have to go at it with a file first. But it is definitely interesting. Let's say interesting for now. And yeah, interesting. I don't know. Roddy, you may be onto something there. What do you think? Could you ever love a plastic handle axe? Could you? Yes, you gotta. I'm building up firewood. I was thinking that, Pat. I was thinking about putting an edge on it. See what I have handy here. I don't think I even have a puck. Yeah, I don't want to go at it with the. I don't want to go at it with the sharpening with the. Maybe I will. Well, Grumpy, how's it going? This is going to turn into a live axe sharpening. Did it flex? Hang on. I'm getting stuff caught and everything. Right. Sure, doesn't even do anything. Doesn't even do anything. Right. Let's have a look at this. So you guys just work away. I'll be back in an hour. So for the people that were asking last week, so I've set my angle. And I just maintain that angle. Hey, wet noodle. Okay, I get it. Yeah. I understand that now, Pat. Sorry, you guys can't see that. Hang on, I move back. Yeah. It takes an edge. Now that was easy. Do you think, Doug? Oh, from you looking at it there. Well, when the Fiskars turns up, we will have a comparison. Okay. Now that took an edge very, very easy. And I tell you what I do like is I do like the way that they come with these little carrying things. Which are very handy, look. And it actually stands up on its end. James, how's it going? You just missed a live act sharpening there. It was very dramatic. Diesel man, how's it going? So yeah, so I just I have to show you now, don't I? We were looking at this, which was extremely blunt. I don't know, Scott. I don't know. It depends on what you're hitting. This is the profile on this is quite thin. You know, it does flare out very fast, okay? But what you're looking at here is see? There's even a difference there, isn't there? That's more like your convex edge there. But guys, only time will tell. Only time will tell. The plan is that I'm going to, I suppose, I'm going to, we have a donation coming, okay? A very, very, very kind subscriber has donated something to Wally's World that we are going to use with this axe, okay? And it's a Fiskars axe. So what we're going to do is we're going to whack some rounds with this, and then we're going to whack some rounds. Then we're going to whack some rounds with the Fiskars. So it'll be three videos, one on the Husqvarna, one on the Fiskars, and then we're going to go head to head with them to see which one performs the best. Now, I was thinking about this the other day, right? And I was thinking about it yesterday, right? There's no litmus test for splitting wood with an axe. This is what I'm trying to figure out. So there's no control. Everything is going to be different. Doug, it's a mystery donation from one of you guys, from one of you subscribers. All will be revealed when that video goes live, which will probably be next Wednesday or the Wednesday after that. I'm not sure. I'm trying to put the axe splitting the axe videos on a Wednesday, the chainsaw videos at the weekends, but that might change if I just forget what I'm doing some days. So that's the plan. So what I'm going to do is I have 2 big beach rounds left from all that beach I had last year. I found them down in Red Branch, buried under a load of grass in the car park. They're about the same thickness and everything. So I'm going to haul them up the Red Branch, or up to the house, sorry. And well, the old school axe would be the Hultifers, you know, would be the Hultifers splitting sledge. But then Roddy, guys, there's a fair few of you have sent gifts, okay? And unfortunately, what happens with gifts, and this is my fault, guys, is that sometimes when the gifts come in, I don't know what's going on, so I don't like turn on the camera to do an unboxing video or anything like that, because Pat, when your stuff arrived, we were all in the car and I handed it in to Lily and it got tore open and they were eating the sweets and everything. you know. And Roddy, when your t-shirt came, sure, I didn't know what it was. I thought it was something I bought and forgot about, like a dope. But give me a second, it's warm up here. So that is the plan. There'll be 3 videos. Get that beach up for 1 video, and I'll split 1 round with the Husqvarna and 1 round with the Fiskars. And the thing is, right? Well, it's always the kids' fault, Scott. Always. The thing is that they're oh yeah, it's not a bad idea. We're having lamb at the weekend. I might make it with leftover lamb. That's what I was thinking, Pat. We had Japanese food. So what for her birthday? What I was thinking is that there's no scientific way to put one axe up against the other because there's too many variables, right? I don't think you can, Grumpy. I don't think you can. I have seen somebody do it, but it looks complicated. No, I haven't actually. I've seen a picture of somebody who's done it. I haven't actually watched the video, but it is. Right, every piece of wood is different, right? So I think it's going to come down to preference. Which one do I prefer, one over the other? Do you know what I mean? So, but it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see, especially for these 2. Let me say, like these are the standard in that type of axe. But you know what? Actually, what I was thinking. Hi, Colin. How's it going? Sorry, I missed your comment there. Was for you UK guys. I was in B&Q, and they have their own brand that is just a copy of a Fiskars, and it's about 30 quid. So I was thinking about getting one of them and busting some rounds with it. But then I will have 20 axes. Do you know what I mean? Like, so there's only, I don't know, I was going to say there's only so many axes you can have. There's not. Wally, don't ever say that again. Don't ever say that. You know, so that's the way, you know, that's the crack. So that's what's been happening. Conala, how's it going? So that is, sorry, well, Conala, what's the crack? Get you more tattoo. So that is that's what I've been up to this week. 23 minutes and 52 seconds it took me to explain all that. I'm getting faster. But yeah, guys, so I went mad with the saws down in Red Branch. I know. Bucking on his axes. Jesus, I love his axes. You know, I would. Oh, give me one of those Black Raven double bits so I can hang it on my wall and look at it forever. I'd love to try the wood bullet. Isn't that what he calls it? The wood bullet. Looks like a deadly axe. Class, you know. Just it's well thought out. It's a well thought out axe. I love the way he has that wee hook on the bottom, like the Picaroon. The way they have, yeah, the laser beam. Is it a laser beam? The laser beam sounds right too. Jesus, it's hard to remember, isn't it? But listen, I could get somebody to put their hand underneath it, Pat. That would be about the closest I could get to some sort of impact pad. It'll be whack. It'll be Wooly's usual scientific experiment, you know. Yeah, that's true, Doug, isn't it? Like that. Well, you see, the 2 of them weigh exactly the same, and they're exactly the same length. This is the thing, and they both weigh about the same as my Hultafors axe, which is light. The thing is, guys, is that I was trying to find. I know, was it Peppy was talking about it last week, that German axe, But there's no heavy splitting mauls here. I can't find any. I was looking on the internet for them. There's no big heavy ones. I think Fiskars might have a really big heavy one, but I don't even think it's that heavy. You know, I don't think it's that heavy. You sent me a message when I'm on a live feed. What? That's the thing, Diesel Man. I can't find one. So I am also hang on. So that is the problem. I can't find any. I can't find any heavy mauls. You're talking about £8 being the heaviest, you know, and these things here are like 2.8 kilograms. So what's 2.8 kilograms in pounds there? That's like £5 or something, you know. Still maul. Right. I didn't know about the still maul. Guys, somebody go on to Google there and find out how much these things weigh. So it's the weight I'm looking at. So well, I'm looking for the heaviest maul I can find. 5.6 pounds. Okay, so 5.6 pounds, thanks, Ginge. Isn't that heavy? It's, you know, it's not that heavy. So this is the thing. So it's like a 10, 15 pound maul that you're looking for. Mauls, Roddy. Mauls. We're talking about mauls or heavy axes. Anything that we can use for something that's really heavy that we can use for splitting. Still is another Hultafors or another Husqvarna, Pat. You know, you got to remember, Hultafors and Hultbrooks are the same company, which is a bit weird. It's a bit weird. So look, Hultafors Classic. You see that? HB, made in Sweden. They make nice axes, hey. Nice axes, I have to say. So I have a load of wood there. That wood that I was cutting up with the chainsaw last week, it's still there. I haven't split that yet. 6.2 pounds. Okay. Yeah, probably. Yeah, we see part all these chainsaw companies, all they're doing is they're outsourcing that to somebody else. Exactly. Exactly, Doug. And what is inside the wood that you're hitting, you know? So if you go back to this time last year, I did a video on how to split big rounds. I did two of them. One was a joke using the chainsaw, which is what I normally do, and the other one was using the axe. And I went around all those big rounds I had, and I picked the cleanest beach round that I could find. And when I took 2 inches off the outside of it, it was full of knots. It broke me heart. I was splitting the bloody thing for 15 minutes, but it was like about 3 foot round, you know, 3 foot across. So what happens here on a Friday night, guys, right, is that when I do my live feed, the girls go downstairs and they watch a movie. Well, they don't go downstairs, they are downstairs. So what happens if a dog wants out is that I see, yeah, that's it, you see. I have a 10-pound sledge and using wedges as well, you know, but like it's not that works, and we know that works, but the thing is that I want a 10-pound I want a 10-pound, you know, maul, you know, just for comparison. Use that for a couple of hours, see how I get on, see if I can move afterwards, you know, see if my arms fall off. So sorry, I'm yakking away here. But yeah, it was a good week, guys. I shot a really funny video. I shot a video that I was talking about in a live session before. You see. Yeah. You see, And that's the way it is, and that's the way it's supposed to be. You know, Mark, sorry, I'm responding to your comment, Mark. So nice, Jeff. Which one do you have? Scott, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you're talking about there. I don't understand that. The gargler. Oh, the Googler. Yeah, cruisers are nice. Cruisers are nice, aren't they? Isn't that why they're called a cruiser? You know, it's their use, Diesel Man. It's their use, and it is the splitting profile. It's the profile on it. So well, that would be my understanding. So an axe is narrow, a narrow profile, whereas a maul is a wide profile for busting wood open. You know, uh, so yeah, like guys, Fiskars must be doing something right. There is a lot of them out there, you know. So uh, Pat's not into them. And guys, listen, I'm a purist. You know, I like my wooden handle stuff. I'm not that much into it, you know. Well, I'm seeing that actually. Maybe only when it comes to axes, definitely. But but the only things that I haven't had, like 90% of my axes are wooden handle. If they're not wooden handle, they're really cheap fiberglass handle things. Do you know what I mean? A £29 maul, that's mental. Bob, how's it going? All good. Yes, that's the way it's supposed to be. So you have your felling axe and you have your splitting maul. So it's listen here. We'll see how things go. Sorry, that's me leaning against the table again. Nice, Bob. Nice. Well, I went up a mountain. I was telling the guys here earlier on. Went up to the top of our local mountain here on Wednesday, and it was absolutely unreal. It just was such a beautiful day. So here, come here, come on up and see it. No, Bruno's here, but the cat's here. Listen. Hey, Bruno, leave the cat alone. It's gone off. Come here. Come here. Go ahead. Oh, he just wants to eat the cat. Bruno, come here. Come on. Here. No. Bruno, leave the cat alone. What's that? Leave the cat alone. The ballless wonder, we call him. Journey North, how's it going? Pappy, how's it going, guys? I know, and it's all just going to kick off behind me. I know it is. Purno nuts, yes, Purno nuts. And he is he got over it very well. Bruno, when he's actually just lying on the ground with his face, with his nose just touching the cat's nose like that, and the cat will just sit there and then just take the head of him. And the cat like racks his head, like, you know, completely racks his head. What are you looking at me for? I'm not the cat. Now, you go downstairs. Come here. Bruno. No. Come here. Bruno. Come here. You can see how well behaved he is now since I was Bob looking for Parmo again. Good man, Bob. Cat's really well camouflaged. There's him right there, though. And Bruno's had enough. Jeff, I am the handsome boy. So, listen, Bruno is like if you're having a bit of a downer of a day, or you are low in self-esteem or something like that, Bruno is the best dog in the world, because what happens is we're up the mountain. I'm glad to be your enabler, Bob. And we were up the mountain, and this guy walked past us up the mountain, and these two men were at hill walking. Me and Siobhan were coming down, and this guy goes, "Oh my God, he's so handsome." And I went, "I'm going to pretend you're talking to me." So all the time, people just stop us in the street. And Siobhan was walking, and one day, and the bin man stopped and went, "Oh my God, your dog is so handsome." You guys and your saws, guys. I've been trawling the buy and sell pages looking at saws, and I can't come across anything where I'm going, "Ooh, I might buy that." I'm just, I'm still unsure about the 181. I don't know if it's worth the hassle. I don't know, like Bruno the model. What is it? Like, what does he bark? He's downstairs barking at stuff. He goes outside and he barks at the cows in the field. Guys, I really, really, like, you guys in the States, you don't know how lucky you are. Your ability to pick up chainsaws is just unbelievable. It's tough here finding saws. I'm sure Roddy will say the same. It's tough coming across saws. Do they make pianos, Peppy? I'm going to say Roland make pianos. Who is that, or where is that? Anyway, you're sawless for now, Bob. For now, but you have a sword, so that's cool, isn't it? You have a sword, and you have the sword's little brother as well. So you have the sword. So yes, okay, I've missed some. Yes, so this is what I don't know. I know, Doug. I know, exactly. But it's like, but we're not into saws the same way you guys are. Bruno, don't come up here and start this again. See, there's the cat, though. Bruno will be like, no problem, Bob. No problem at all. That was Steve, wasn't it? It was on that video. Come here, Bruno. Bruno, downstairs. Here. Go on, downstairs. Go on. He's a big dope. He's not. He's a lovely big dope. But yeah, so yeah, they're hard to come across. So I don't know whether or not, I don't know what to do with the 181. So because I'm sort of thinking it's very close to the Frankensaw in CC. Do you know what I mean? So the Frankensaw is 71, it's 81. Yeah, he's sound, yeah. I know. Listen, it's dangerous to my bank balance. YouTube is dangerous to my bank balance. So what? This is the thing. Like, am I better going for a 390? You know. Nah, you see, Scott, that's going back into classic saws again. You know, that is so cool, Bob. This is my this is my EDC knife. That is a Kershaw, oh so sweet. That is a beauty of a knife, a beauty. So what happened is myself and Steve, a mate of mine, Steve, did a video about knives, big knives, knife talk or something we call it. We basically were sitting in the woods, eating sausages off the fire, drinking coffee, talking about big knives. Steve knows so much about knives, right? And Bob was like, ooh, I like that one. Bob, did you see this? Did you see this? The Condor Heavy Duty Kukuri. And what happened is we were looking at a Von Temsky, a Zvord Von Temsky. And so, Doug, here is the question. Would you rather a 390 over a 395? Rare, don't you rare at me. Meow. Meow. God damn it, Kelly. A 390 over a 395. You don't know. Yeah. You might get in trouble, Diesel Man, if you're EDC in a stiletto. Yeah. This is a collector's item as far as I'm aware. This is a Chris Keane companion. And this is made in. This is made in. See that? Made in Sheffield. Yeah, or jackets, Bob, or jackets, eh? So, for falling all day. Okay, is the 390 lighter? Doug, I like your thinking. What's the difference in CCs? You have. She uses double kukuris in one of them. Yeah, definitely. So I actually cut down a tree with that knife today, a 4-inch tree. It was surprising. It took me about 5 minutes. It was cool. I made a video about it as well. I was this is my brother's knife. So what I've been doing, what my master plan on YouTube at the minute is that I'm looking at the videos that are doing really, really well, seasonal videos that are doing really well on Woolly's World, that are outdoor gear related, and then I'm shooting a Red Branch Bushcraft version of that video. So that is, so my Condor Kukuri video is doing well. So is my tent video. So, yeah, what's this jet saw about? Sorry, I sort of forgot to go back to that. What's a jet saw, Pat? Okay, mate. Oh, where's the cat? Where's the cat going? Never trust a cat. The 390 is 88cc and the 395 is 95cc. Wayne, how's it going? You're very welcome. Come here, Mittens. What are you doing? This is the instigator. This is Mittens. He's a big cat. And here comes Bruno. So it's all about to kick off again. I have been wearing summer hiking boots for a month, Bob. Hey, Bruno. So I have the cat here and Bruno here as well. I should stroke this and say, I expect you to die, Mr. Bond. Stop sniffing the cat's bum. I was talking to myself there. Mittens, yeah, Mittens the kittens, or Sir Meowington, Mr. Meowington, or Sir Meows a lot. Mr. Meowington, Mr. Meowington. Meow, 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 meow. And he also is known as Crazy Horse because he likes climbing stuff, and he used to climb the clothes horse all the time. Isn't that right? Look at this. And Bruno's here. Look at his face. That's what's going on. Bruno, will you stop? And the cat's just going to... I might throw the cat on the dog and see what happens. So it is actually a 390 that I've been looking at. This is a Chinese spy watch, Bob. This is a Huawei smartwatch to go with my Huawei phone. So it's very good, and it's only like 100 quid. So it's very, very good. I had a Sunto, and I've been a Sunto fan for a long time, like 20 years. But I bought a second-hand Sunto and it never worked properly. So no problem, Doug. Shall we see you in a bit? Still jet saws. Okay. So basically, hang on. You sure do, Diesel Man. You sure do. Yeah, LG's good as well. Hey, LG's good as well. But listen, what was I going to say? You're distracting me with all your... What? You're distracting me with all your talk about technology. Hey, listen, Timex Iron Man were brilliant watches. I'm sure it's still working. Will you quit, Bruno? Will you quit? So I'm being tortured with animals here just out of camera shot. You can't see them. You stop that now. So ow! The cat just bit me. I must have touched the attack button, the kill button. Now, if you make a move, Mittens, this is all going to go tits up. As long as you stay. What? This is what is going on right now. So, look. The cat's freaking out. You're okay. You're okay. You're all right, Bruno. It's okay. I love you too. I love you too. You're a good dog. You're a good dog. But can you just go away and leave the cat alone? Oh, meow. Here we go. Mittens, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. That's enough. You think I should get a hawk? Guys, you need a license for them here. You can't just get a hawk. You need to you need to train. Here we go. Now remember, duck, dive, weave, bob, weave, always away. Bruno gets to a certain Bruno or Mittens would kick your ass. He's a big cat. He's a big cat. So that is so crazy, North. That's so crazy. I know you've said it to me before, but it's that I should just get a hawk and just like have it on my shoulder all the time. You know, like just like where I'm going to the shops and everything. Hawk, coffee. You know, so it would be cool. But instead, I have Mittens, who lies up on my shoulder. I'm not going to put him up because I have my t-shirt on. Hey, listen, I got petrol the other day and near shit myself. I haven't bought petrol in about 3 months, you know, for my cans, for my combi cans. So I filled up Filled up 3 cans, so 20 litres. £26 sterling for like 20 litres of petrol. I says to you, man, no, there must be some mistake. Listen. Yeah, it's not a simple thing. Mark, I will show you. Right, I have some building. I have to fix some stuff down at Red Branch, and I bought lumber last week, right? And when I ordered it, I says to your man, I says, you need to check that again. So it's about, I think I got two 9x2s, two 6x2s. I got 14 4x2s, and 2 boxes of screws and a tin of bitumen paint, and it cost me 350 quid. Get a parrot. Parrots are vicious, by I don't know. I trust a hawk more. I've done one of those hawk walks for my birthday. It must have been my 30th birthday. Siobhan took me for a hawk walk. Bruno, get out of there! You know where you fly around with a where you fly around. You walk around with a Harris hawk, and yeah, I'm in the birds. Like I know a lot about birds, and I really think they're cool. It's like when you have it on your arm, you know, it just sits and it looks at you from like this far away, and they have the most amazing eyes. But the whole time, all I was thinking to myself was, this thing's going to rip my face off. And your woman that was taking us on the walk was like, this thing basically thinks you're a tree. You are nothing to this, you know. So I was like, I don't, Diesel Man. I used to teach archery. It's boring. Yeah. So I heard about that over in England as well. There's loads of parakeets and parrots that got released. And then around London, there's loads of them, isn't there? Roddy, thank you very much. Take it easy, buddy. Yeah, but they're an invasive species, so they need to be culled. Bob, sorry. I would be the same here. We have grey squirrels here. Grey squirrels are very nice to look at. Make one. Making a bow is not as simple as it seems. Wow. See, Bob, we both have just shown our age there. You by using that, and me by understanding it. Oh, poor old Kess. He got the bullet in the end. Yeah, Diesel Man, there is a lot. The guy that taught me my bushcraft course, he is an instructor in making bows, and there is a lot of work involved in it. A lot of work. So it's yeah. Well, you see, magpies aren't, unless you're out in the countryside. There's nothing you can do about magpies. You can get away with killing magpies because they're classed as vermin in the countryside. Do you know what I mean? So because they attack the lambs and stuff like that, the same as the grey crows and the crows. So the farmer, and they destroy crops. So the farmer wants them maintained. You know, so the boys around here go out and shoot hundreds of them. I don't really see the point myself. You know, so I don't see the point in shooting stuff that you're not going to eat. I wouldn't need a magpie. No, a magpie is a carrion bird, so it would. Slingshots are popular here, really popular. They're not something I ever, not since I was younger. You know, when we all had those Barnett cobras. Were the cobras or something? What mittens? Would you stop it? Well, you see, Pat, you guys get to hunt with them. There's no, it's illegal to hunt with them here. It's illegal to hunt with crossbows here as well. So, Black Widows, hey. The old Black Widows, hey. Do you remember the Black Widows? Snapping them bands left, right, and centre, boy. Well, you could just stop feeding your cat and let him go out and catch them. Save you the hassle. All right, Mitzer. Mitzer here brought in a dead wren this morning, which is a little bit disappointing. I like wrens. They're the king of the birds. Wow. Wow. Waiting to see these chompers, but it's like Animal Farm here. Here. So all cats have a kill switch or a kill button. You can be very carefully just rubbing a cat like this, and you get around here somewhere, and the cat will just attack. See that? Oh yes. Oh. 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 Yeah, wrist rockets. Yeah, that's what they call them, isn't it? But it's I kind of know. I have a bow down in the shed, but it's lilies. Yes. See this cat here. He loved killing. When we lived, I know we're in the country here, but we used to live away out in the country when Mittens was younger, and he loved killing magpies. Loved it, right? So he would go up the tree and take the juvenile magpies out of the nest, right? That's why it's called Crazy Horse, because he climbed so much. So but what he would do is he would take the baby magpie down, and it's only the house was being bombarded with magpies one day, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Mark, see you next Friday. Thanks very much, man. And what Mittens had done is Mittens had taken the baby, the fledgling, right? And he'd taken it out of the nest. He hadn't killed it, and he had taken it down to our garden at the front of the house, and he had put it about a foot away from a bush, and Mittens was in the bush waiting for the other magpies to come down. So when a magpie came down to try and rescue it, Mittens killed the magpie. You know, he's a cat. You know, that's I don't know if that's smart. Is it cruel? And that's what he did. And it's like, you know, we had like 20 magpies circling the house for 2 days. In the end, I had to go and get this magpie off him and kill it. It was pretty close to death anyway. But you know, cats are crazy. Yeah, well, magpies will do a lot of damage, you know, as will grey crows and stuff like that. Meow, 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 meow. Like my ma has a cat round the corner, and it's like the most petite little house cat that you'll ever seen, and it will just go out and it will come back with a rabbit that's twice the size of it, and it will sit in the front of the house and it will eat that rabbit head first. Like a rabbit like this size, and this is like only a little wee cat. So what sort of a medal would we give you, Mittens? He needs a boot in a hole most of the times. That's what he needs. He's a cat. Meow. You want to get up my shoulder? Come on, you want to show them how you get up my shoulder? Well, the bald eagle would definitely do that. That is one impressive animal. I tell you, I was lucky to, when we were in Montana, we were staying up on this lodge, and we were doing a lot of fishing, and there was 3 bald eagles that lived around this lodge. So if we caught a fish on a day, and we were catching lots of fish, like and we were eating most of them. But if it was anything that we didn't really think we would eat, what we'd do is we would throw it out into the lake, and the bald eagles would come down and take them. A Webley Tempest. And what's a Webley Tempest? Now, hang on, before I go off the tangent here. So North, what we would do is we would get these dead fish and we would throw them out like 3 foot away from the bank, and these bald eagles would come down and hit them when they were floating on the top of the water, and we'd take pictures of them way back in 2000, 2001 or something. Yeah, I remember them, yeah. But 1 second. Amazing creatures. And completely, you can't even own a feather of one. Yeah, they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. I like raptors. Do you know that an air gun, you need a license for an air rifle here? Meow. And an air pistol. Anything with a trigger requires a license. So it's not like, I know you guys over in England can walk into a shop and buy an air rifle and walk back out, but we not here. You need a license for a pellet gun there too? No way. Meow. Meow. But where would we be without pets, eh? Meow. 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 Wow. Wow. When you see those ears go back, you know, it's like, I'm gonna kick your ass, boy! I'm gonna kick your ass! Meow. 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 Like seriously, like. Okay. It does here too. Bob, get a semi-automatic shotgun. More fun. Magpies are a disaster, and there's nothing you can do about them except maybe build a larcen trap. But then a larcen trap could be deemed as being cruel, because there's very, very strict laws around trapping animals here, believe it or not. So even if you are trapping an animal to kill it, you are still responsible for the welfare of that animal up until the point that you kill it. So you need to provide shelter, water, and food. Really? About the laser pointers now? I did not know that. Magpies and crows are extremely smart. Now, if you stepped outside your house once with a gun, Nord, that's brilliant. If you shoot one once, every time you step outside of your house with something that looks or resembles a gun, they'll disappear. You won't see, you know. A larcen trap. Yes, I'm nearly sure that's what it's called. North, tell me this. When your GSP points, I heard a rhyme, front for fur, back for feather, or something like that. Is that true? Do they lift their front leg for a certain type of animal and their back leg for a different type of animal? Or is that just made up? Or is that to do with training? So yeah, a larcen trap. Well, look them up. It's you need a live magpie, and you put the live magpie inside this trap, right? And it's a cage, but there's an opening with parallel bars on it, and the whole thing is wrapped in wire. So more magpies will come and they will fly into it, but they cannot get out because they hop in, then they can't out. Yeah, we're talking about magpies. So my cousin was telling me that that one morning in the house, like 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning, there was magpies all around the house, and they were all in this larcen trap that my uncle had in the field. He says by 8 o'clock he heard the back door close, and yeah, it's a bird, a black and white bird. It's a jay, a blue jay. Same, they're very, very similar, except different colors. I don't know if they're COVIDs, but they're classed as vermin here. And they are a pain in the hole, boy. So okay, I get you, North. I get you. It's yeah, same. And there was the silence of the magpies. My cousin said he looked out the window and there was like all these feathers just. But they hammer them here, like the farmers and the guys that hunt the farmers' fields. They hammer them, but they're hard to shoot. Well, the thing is, Diesel, that's a misconception, right? We have a saying here: when you see a magpie, it's 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a story that has never been told, right? That's the way it goes, right? But the thing is that the 1 for sorrow is not that people would say, oh, 1 for sorrow, it means bad luck. So, but it doesn't. It's what 1 for sorrow actually means is that if you see one magpie, that magpie's lonely because magpies mate for life, and that means its mate is dead. Who are you hissing at? You ready? You want to do it again? What is wrong with you? Shush. Shush. I'm not doing anything except patting your bum. What? What is it? So needy. Who's down there? There's another animal down there. Hey. Right, that's enough. That's a meal. He just bit me. He just always bites me. Like cats are just like mental. Mental. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I think animals have a right to life too. You know, even the crappy ones, even the annoying ones. And tell me this, North. You're shooting bears. Do you eat them? What does it taste like? No, Scott. Nice one, Bob. Take it easy, man. I'm interested in this bear hunting. What is a bear claw? That's a drink, isn't it? So I have gone bear hunting. I love animals as well, but I do believe in hunting. I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian or stuff. I don't really believe in just blasting, going out and shooting a rake of animals. You know, I know people that will go out and shoot. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be eating a fall bear then. Like I went black bear hunting when I was in Montana. I didn't shoot one, didn't even see one, so I'm sort of glad. You know, so that's when I went bear hunting. The biggest thing I had hunted previous to that was a rabbit. No, just a knife, Pat. Just a knife. Just me, a knife, and about 48 cans of Budweiser. I had a 308 rifle. We had 4 308 rifles and various other guns and 223s and stuff like that as well. But no, we didn't even see one. So, but I don't know what the intention was to do with that bear. I'm assuming he would have eaten it. That was the type of family they were. We had a lot of elk. Wow. That's unbelievable. unbelievable. And are you shooting grizzlies or black bears? That's crazy. See, it's just such a different world for us over here. You know, the biggest predator we have over here is a fox. You know, so and really, no, I've never. You see, I nearly fell into that trap, and I nearly said I've never had beaver. Yeah, I would definitely be up for that. Definitely. Uh, I would definitely be up for boar hunting. It is, you know, pork's good. Do you know what I mean? Venison's amazing, but there's just so much more scope for a boar to live around these parts than there is for venison. You know, because you know boars are small. Uh, there are dragons in our region as well. I've had moose. Moose is nice. Elk was my favorite. Uh, Hang on a second. You got a bear and a moose with a pellet gun. A black bear. You shot a black bear with a pellet gun. Did you kill it? Or did you hit it in the ass? And that's how you broke your back. Elk's lovely. Elk's like really it's like leaner venison, if that's even possible. Do you know what I mean? It's just it's very nice, very nice. Like I love food. I love food. I think I'm gonna go get something to eat, guys. Yeah, like there's no wildlife population around here. I've said this before. Well, badgers are tough little buggers, aren't they? Elk is good. I would, if I saw elk in a shop, I would buy it, but it's something that you're never going to get here. You know, uh, I'm not a big fan of rabbit, to tell you the truth. Depends on how it's cooked. I know, but younger rabbits are nicer than older rabbit. It can be a little bit gamey. But then I wouldn't be the greatest lamb eater either. But then I'd eat all types of venison. The only No, there's never been a venison that I have went, oh, I'm not too sure about that, or wild pockets. I've always just eaten it and enjoyed it, just like eating beef. Uh, Antelope, eh? Yeah, I heard that as well. A mate of mine used to go to Africa shooting, you know, so and he would have said that antelope, springbok, and all these things are just unbelievable. No, I wouldn't be the biggest lamb fan. You see, that's the thing. So I would prefer like a really good roast beef, to tell you the truth. But like we did a good couple of years here doing roast venison and stuff when I was involved with the gun shop in the local gun shop. I would have got a lot of venison. You know, you go in that gun shop and you do a couple of hours voluntary, and he'd be like, "Oh, do you want some venison?" And I'd be like, "Oh, sure, why not?" And he'd be like, "There you go." You know? Goat is something that I'd probably like to try. I have a goat license. I have a license for shooting goats. I've never done it. I'm not really that pushed on doing it, to tell you the truth. You know, I have had very thin sliced raw lamb heart, and I've had very thinly sliced lamb's liver raw as well, and the liver was delicious. I'll tell you a funny story. I was working when we lived over in Achill Island. Not a funny story, just interesting story. I lived over in Achill Island. I had to work in the adventure center one time. There was a group coming in who were staying over and not doing activities or anything. Good man, Pat. But it was the Iranian ambassador to Ireland and his family, and they came over and they stayed. and they got a lamb, they got a raw lamb, and they processed it up, or a butchered lamb, and they processed it up. They were in the kitchen of the place where I worked, and they were doing all these putting all these recipes together and all. And they're going, "Oh, you need to try this and you need to try that," and it was beautiful. And then they went and we had a big barbecue on the beach and all. And because they were staying, our policy says that a member of staff had to stay with them, so that's what happened. There was a question there. Mutton is over 1 year old lamb, isn't that what it is? Baby lamb. Is baby lamb not a lamb? Yeah, that's what it is. Yes, I knew there was. So mutton is not preferred. So you'd be slow cooking mutton and stuff like that. So, and I love slow cooking meat. Oh, a slow cooked venison stew. Cook it for 8 hours. Oh, it's just unreal. It's unreal, guys. I am starving now. I'm starving. I'm going to get something to eat. Side stripe shrimp. Never had it. Never ever had it. Ah, okay. Second year is a hogget. Yeah, they probably just call it lamb here. Where we used to live over in Achill, they were very famous for the lamb. So it was good lamb, you know. My mother made the mistake because there was so much sheep and stuff over there, and local butchers, and they were famous for their mountain lamb. So you could go into the butcher and you could buy a full lamb. It wasn't that expensive, right? So, but it's all butchered up and everything, and they give you the whole thing in a bag. You take it away. But my mother was always going on about, oh, I'm going to buy a full lamb, an Achill lamb. And I'm going to have to get some lamb. Well, Pat, yes, I probably will, but it is 10:20 at night. And so I'm going to get a full lamb. So she got a full lamb and she put it in our freezer in our house in Achill. And, you know, your garden, these sheep that lived in Achill went everywhere. You couldn't stop them or keep them out from places. They just went everywhere. And there was like 10 lambs in our garden when she came home with their sheep. All these little baby lambs. They were all prancing about. No, and Mommy was like, I can't eat that lamb. She didn't eat it. Oh, hang sandwich. I'd love a hang sandwich and a buckle of mingle. I know. Gin 79. I know. He knows his stuff. He knows his hogget from his mutton anyway. I've eaten crocodile before. It tastes like fishy chicken. That's the best way that I can describe it. Is it alligator? Was it alligator or crocodile? It was in the Amazon. In the Amazon, we went. We spear fished an alligator, a 15-foot alligator, and you man, at night it was mental. We went out in the middle of the night and with our guide, myself and Siobhan, the guide, and this hunter, and we went out, and your man had a torch and he'd shown a torch, and he spotted an alligator, and we went in on paddles. So we paddled in this dugout canoe, we paddled it in, and your man speared this alligator, right? Me and Siobhan were like, what the fuck is going on right now? It was pitch dark. We were in the middle of the Amazon rainforest in this massive tributary. This guy just speared this alligator. All of a sudden, all hell breaks loose. It's like, whoosh, the boat starts going from side to side. Your man just grabs his alligator and pulls it into the boat, right? Pulls out a machete and just cuts the head clean off it, and then just cuts the tail off it like that. And he pulls the spear out of the body, chucks the head overboard, chucks the body overboard. That's right. And away it goes. And me and Siobhan's there, and there's this alligator tail about 6 foot long, just like flapping about in the boat. And we're like, Oh, it was mental, mental. But we took it back to where we were staying. We skinned it and cooked it. When you skin it, they only eat the tail. The rest of it is waste. Apparently, his body is just big lungs. And on the way back, they were like, "Oh, there's babies. Do you want to see the babies?" And we were like, "Yes." We went really, really slow, and we're going up through the water. And there's all these little baby alligators, and your man just went, "Bloop," and just pulled one out of the water, and he went, "Here." No, we didn't do that. We had these little baby alligators. We were all like, "Hey, look at the baby alligators." And they were going, rah, rah, rah. And I was like, "He's calling mommy alligator. I'm putting him back in the water." But when we skinned it, it looked like fish. It looked like, translucent type fish. But when you cook it, it looks exactly like cooked chicken. And we cooked it over the fire. I cooked it over an open fire. And it was all right. It wasn't great. Piranha's nice. Tell you that much. Piranha's nice. We fished piranha every day, so because they're really easy to catch. You put a piece of meat on a hook and you drop it in the water, like right beside the boat, and then you just they nibble so fast. As soon as you feel a bite, you just lift them up. And once you get the hang of it, I was just like, catching 12, 15 a go, and then we just whack them, cook them on the fire, eat them. Nice stuff. No. Never had shark, not that I'm aware of. But then I have been in some places where I could have been eating dog or anything. I don't know. Some of these places around Thailand and Cambodia and Vietnam and stuff where God knows what you're eating, Hang on, I lost you there, Scott. What was that? Oh, I've never eaten a scorpion now. I've eaten like cicadas and ants and crickets and stuff like that. Crickets are nice. Crickets taste like gorgonzola cheese. Piranhas. Okay. Oh, I don't know, Scott. I don't know. I've heard various different things. They are fast little buggers, and they were everywhere. Like they hang about underneath the boat, and you just drop them down the boat, lift them up, drop them, lift them up, drop them, lift them up, and their teeth, boy, Jesus, their teeth are like half a centimeter. The ones with the red belly ones we were catching, but they're very tasty. I would eat them again, but I wouldn't like them to return the favor. Oh, I don't know. Scorpions. I got stung in the back by a scorpion. He stung me 3 times. Deep fried grasshopper. That's exactly what it. Or was it baked? It could have been a fried grasshopper. It was fried grasshopper. Yeah, it was nice. I liked it actually, except that the legs are a bit tough and they sort of get stuck between your teeth and all. I was drunk as hell. But what was I going to say? Snake. I don't think I've eaten snake. I use a Canon M50, an EOS M50. Guys, this is widely regarded as the best vlogging camera on the market. It is very nice, very nice. It's a long time ago, Pat. It's a very nice camera. I wonder if I can show you. Oh, there's no battery in it because I was charging the battery, wasn't I? Let me see if I can eject this. Guys, it's got really, really good autofocus. Yeah, I'm always tired, man. Cod cheeks. Like fish. I know up in Montana they were always trying to get me to eat Rocky Mountain oysters, but I knew what they were, so I wasn't falling for that crack. You know what I mean? So let me see if you guys can see this. I don't know if you guys would be able to make this out or not. But it has really good face tracking on it. Nah, it's not working. Not working. But guys, a Canon M50, it really changed the whole direction of the channel, and it just made the videos look just the quality of it's amazing. The only problem being is that when you're in the woods and you're wearing a camouflage hat, sometimes it's hard for the autofocus to pick up on your face. So sometimes it'll blur in and out, but it's touchscreen. So that's why sometimes you'll see me sort of reaching to the camera like that. So I can, if I have the camera facing me, I can flip out the lens so I can look and see what I'm recording. So I can touch the screen to autofocus on my face. So it's quite cool, and that just rotates and goes away. It's a nice camera, very, very nice. But they're about 600 quid. So 600 quid, but I got it second hand for about £300. Right, Jeff, take it easy. So I would no Rocky Mountain oysters, Doug, and Sniper Reel here. Rocky Mountain oysters are bull's balls, aren't they? So no overheating. Doug, I am wrecked. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. So I am going to take Doug's advice, guys, and I am going to say good night, guys. Thank you very much for being in for being on the live feed. It's good crack. It's good fun. I love them. I look forward to them every week. Do you know that? They're really good crack. So what I'm going to say is same time next week. 2 chainsaw videos for you is coming out this weekend, I think. And I will get cracking on that axe and get the Fiskars going as well. And we'll do an unboxing video and all that stuff. And thank you. And stay frosty. Ah, Patch, it's not my fault you can't sleep.